Hey, what's going on, everybody? Okay, y'all know me. I always say I'm super duper excited. Some of y'all might be like, "Why she always say that?" Ain't nobody that excited all the time. Well, somebody is, and that somebody is me. But hello, I'm coming in here. I'm ready to turn the fire up over here. So, for those of you that happen to be watching on YouTube, you might be like, "Turn the fire up over here." Where is here? Here is at aclive.co, my own personal social media website where I have created a space that is based off of the feelings, thoughts, and ideas of those of us with melanin skin. I ain't trying to be funny. And it's for, don't get me wrong, you don't have to be a business owner, but it is for the people that are business savvy and that want to do something else other than just work for somebody else. Being that I'm a business coach, that means that when I come, I give all types of inspirational notes and tidbits about business, but because I do so much with mindset work and I believe in having your spirit in check, I might get to, going in on, just on the motivation and inspiration as well too. And so I'm coming over here because it's time to turn up the heat. Getting this site going, it took a lot of energy and it took a lot of effort because I it was a lot. It was just all of the technological stuff, and a lot of you came over here, and God knows that I appreciate it with every fiber of my being. But it was also a little bit slow moving, right? I didn't necessarily invite as many people right away because I didn't want there to be too many technological glitches. I didn't want too many people being like, "Oh my God, this is such a horrible experience." And so the kind of people that hey, Camille, that I invited were individuals that I knew would have the love and the patience to grow and build this community with me. But now that we're in here, and I also had to get past doing my summit. Doing my summit took a lot, and that's part of how I funnel people over here to this platform. But with all of that effort and that energy that was put into building this community, well, guess what? Now the energy has to be constantly pushed, because if we don't push it, then no one will. And so one of the things I'm asking is, where are my experts? I want to make sure that everything is being done for us to start doing something that we should have been doing a long time ago, and that is cultivating the spirit of community and being more supportive, especially of other one another's Black businesses. And a lot of times, we could think that because we've shown up and we got IG accounts, we got Facebook accounts, that people should just know who we are, but they don't. And we need to be able to, like, I saw a woman put up a comment the other day in the Sisterhood Circle group, and I was like, "Hey, baby girl, you need to talk to Tiffany Montague because she specializes in this specific things. Yes, please bring as many blogs as you can, Camille." But I'm like, you need to speak to her. You need to speak to Tiffany because I know her, I trust her, and your stories are similar, and I believe that she can help you. Now, if that woman never moves and buys anything or doesn't work with her, at the end of the day, I made sure that I was very adamant about saying I know that she's the one to go to. And this resurgence and this rising in our spirit to do that is definitely a lot higher than it used to be. But I feel like I need to really stress this point because I literally spoke to 2 Black women in the last 48 hours that was like, what's wrong with us? We got crabs in the barrel mentality, and this person doesn't do this. And it's like, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Quit saying what we don't do and start being an agent of change and making sure that that shit gets done. And so I would rather not complain that there's not, why complain and say there's not enough Black presence in these summit platforms and all of this stuff? I ain't got to complain about nothing. Why don't I just create a platform and I make sure that we're the voices that are on there that are being heard? I don't want to complain and talk about how we don't support each other. Let's do it. And I'm gonna be really honest with you. And this is, if you could research it, is different strokes for different folks. But I went to an event a couple years back, and it's called the PNC conference. Yes, cycle through us first. I see your comments coming in. At the PNC conference, this is something that's spearheaded by Dr. George C. Fraser, and he has Power Networking Conferences, one of the largest networking events specifically for Black business owners. And you get to see a bunch of people go across the stage talking about their businesses, and they are multimillionaires, multiple 6-figure earners. They are the elites, the Black people that are really making a lot of money. they have created a family, and a lot of them are returning speakers that go year after year after year, and they just keep on funneling people through there. And basically, honestly, what I'm doing is working on building up that same thing. But there are some things that I noticed about the PNC conference that I love, and there's some things that I felt that I would do differently. And without going into all those details, because it doesn't matter, but but we all have to do our part. He's got a tribe of people that he'll reach, and I've got a tribe of people that I will reach. But not only do I want it to end up becoming something that's a live event like him, that there really needs to be an effort to tap in the online arena, because this is where we are, and online isn't going anywhere. But the reality of it is that Facebook is always under fire. Every time you turn around, like, I don't know if you all know this, and maybe if you don't do Facebook ads, you didn't get an email, but I recently got an email saying that I could potentially get money in a class action lawsuit because they're under fire again for the metrics being off for people who run video ads. And guess who does mostly video ads? I've done other ads too, but I predominantly do video ads. And so they have a time frame. And if during that time frame you were running ads, you may be eligible to get some money. They were just fined for mishandling private information. They've been under fire because a lot of the women and men of color in their organization say that they're working in hostile environments, and the list just continues to go on and on and on. So do we wait for Facebook and other places to crash? And even if it never crashes and burns, like, who goes to Black Planet or MySpace anymore? Facebook may never be anymore. But while we are all in those same places, why not say, you know what? Why do we have to keep waiting for them to make a place where we belong? Why don't we make a place where we belong? And if there are men and women that may be white or Asian or whatever that still hold our values and respect us as a people, that they come on our turf for a change. I am very, very proud. I'm excited. It moved me to tears. I happen to see I don't watch pageants anymore, but I did go ahead and explore once I found out that there are sisters holding all four of the top titles, and to hear them talk about how good it feels for us to see each other. But you want to know something that on the flip side, no shade, that's kind of sad, is that we had to wait for them to be accepted as the standard of beauty on a platform that where white women were always the standard of beauty. I mean, at what point do we stop wanting to be on their shit? And matter of fact, I seen somebody put a post up that says, I stopped wanting to get a seat at the table where when I get up, I'm probably the topic of discussion. Why don't we? Because see, my thing is this. AC Live, it doesn't have to be emphasized that this is for women or this is for Blacks. It's just understood that this is where business happens. This is where love is shown. This is where collaboration is key. And if you real and you legit and you ain't just trying to find a way to squeeze in and get some money or opportunity, then you understand that this is where you belong. And so we've got to turn up the heat in this place. It's got to be about us. And so, raise your hand if you see this video. I'll be reaching out to people, individually, thanking them for being here, but also saying, hey, let's do some live interviews. Let's get together and let's record and let people know about your business, and not just your products. We've got to learn to start communicating our vision and our passion with one another so that we have a deeper level of connection. We've kind of gotten into these really bland forms of communicating, and it doesn't really work for us. And that's one of the reasons why trust is so difficult to get us to move to purchase a product or service, because we're only relying on that. I told you what these bullet points are and you should buy it. But a lot of times we want to know what the brand represents and what's going on. It's deeper than that for us. So I'm just coming over here to say thank you to everybody that took the Nestea plunge. Look, ACTV, look at you. Camilla's always pushing me somewhere other than, oh gosh, you are always pushing me somewhere other than. And so that's just one of the many things that I want to do. I want us to interview one another, get to know each other, add it so that more and more people can know about the individuals that are over here. Tell a friend, let them know about it. And don't forget, if you come over here and you're like, wow, the only thing I see in my feed is August Crenshaw. Well, maybe that's because you haven't made any friends yet. And so I do from time to time, it's been a second since I've done it, say to people, I think you two, your energy will match and you should connect with each other. But that also means that some of you guys also should come over here and post and get some quality content so people can feel your vibe, so they can know your spirit and know that you're the kind of person that they want to connect with. But all I'm saying ultimately is let's just make sure that we're very intentional about making sure that this is not just another, boring space where we come, because we're trying to find something to do. You say you would think I didn't love you if I didn't. LOL. Yeah, I know you love me, and pushing me beyond my limits is something that you're always going to do. But you know what? Time will tell. I'm working on a project, and when I finish it, which is a little difficult because I got a mindset issue, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, what is that?" I'm going to show you something that I want to do, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, so that's what you're trying to do." And I think I have found the something that will take my Spanish learning to the next level. Yeah, I'm like, who is she talking to? If you're watching on YouTube, I can see the comments for the people that are in my community. So if you're like, what in the world is going on? Just go to www.aclive.co, sign up, set an account up. I'm letting you guys know right now that to protect against bots, if you don't set up a profile, like it doesn't have to be everything, but at least 60% of your profile needs to be filled out. If you don't do that, you are not going to be able to post. And a couple of people have set up profiles with no pictures, so I think I'm going to go change my settings to say that you at least have to have up a profile pic. But anyway, that's just another thing. I'm digressing. But I wanted to come over here. I'm going to be spending more time over here. I had a community in Facebook. I'm actually about to go over there and announce to them that I'll be closing that community because all of my nuggets, my training, and all of that stuff, I'm not going to be trying to manage all these different places. I'm just gonna bring you come over here in order to get the goods. So let me get my tail out of here. Camille, thank you for joining me. It was fun talking with you. And I love you. And wait a minute, let me see. Do you got one more comment? Do you got one more comment I need to read? Oh God. Yeah, exactly. You know it's coming back for you. Matter of fact, it'll be coming back for you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. How you like them apples? Okay. So anywho, I love you. I'm gonna get out of here. For anybody that comes back and watches the replay, reach out to me. Let's connect and let's go ahead and make this the most powerful place that it can be. All right, deuces.